Hello, my name is Dr. Imaginus. I'm not a doctor, I just play one here on YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. Here's today's download. I have an Imaginus that has enlightened me with some crazy questions, stuff that I don't know even how to ask these questions, but um, space. The final frontier. This is one of my favorite subjects to talk about. I wished I was an astrophysicist. I wished I was able to go to school and learn the math to figure out this problem or figure these things out, because I just am so fascinated with it. I think everything about space is amazing, and I just think it's really cool subject. So I have this Imaginus that I I don't know if it's something I've made up in my mind or if it's actually visited me. But he's explaining things to me that I really don't believe I should be asking these questions, because I'm not qualified, I'm not educated enough to ask questions like this, and I feel kind of foolish, but I'm going to do it anyways. Space is one of my favorite subjects, and I don't know anything that is cooler than space. I think space is amazing, and that's why I always have space background on my green screen. I think it's really cool. I am not an astrophysicist. I'm not, you know, anything like that. But I never really watched TV, or I never read books or nothing like that. But I probably have watched or heard and listened to every lecture about space, time, everything, because that's the only thing that really is able to calm my mind is when I'm thinking about space. Because for some reason it just relaxes me. But my Imaginist kind of took me into some pretty unique ideas and situations that I never really thought about until he started like showing me some different things. I believe that, like, black holes are inside our universe, the observable universe, and outside the observable universe. I think the black holes outside of our observable universe are super duper massive black holes. I believe that a colliding mass of two super duper massive black holes created the Big Bang, and it's not so much of a Big Bang but a big snap. Because if you have one event horizon hitting another event horizon, my imagination tells me they would touch first, and then the mass would touch. And I think when the mass touches, that's when you get a Big Bang. I mean, these are theories that are already floating out there and stuff like that. But that's really how it feels to me. It feels like our observable universe is inside a bubble, and outside of the observable universe are super duper massive black holes. As our observable universe starts flowing away, I think they're getting caught in event horizons of super duper massive black holes and pulling the galaxies faster than light, because the only thing that we know in our observable universe is that when you have a black hole in an event horizon, the only thing, light can't even escape out of it. The one thing that no one really ever talks about, and this is my point, the one thing that I always felt like dark matter has always been one of those things that no one really could put their finger on what it is. Can time have mass? Can dark matter be time pushed through a singularity? Is it possible for time to have any kind of mass at all? Because they say time stops at the end of event horizon, where I feel like that's a false statement, because it doesn't matter if time stops at the event horizon if a one light particle is, pulled into uh, the singularity. It's got to have some sort of time to make it down there. I know it's kind of weird, and I just think that time over who ever knows how long the unobservable universe is out there, but I believe that time just has mass. I don't know why it just keeps telling me that time has mass. Dark matter, if you look at dark matter, how it's like wrapped around um, galaxies and stuff like that, it's amazing. But there's no definition for what it really is. And I guess my question, and what I'd like to ask to anybody that might know, can time have mass? Can time be the dark matter that we see around galaxies that have been pushed through a singularity, through a Big Bang explosion? Because everything in our universe came through that Big Bang explosion. So I have to say time would have to be one of the things, because they say time started at the beginning of the Big Bang. Okay, space-time, the fabric of space-time. But time has to be relevant in any situation. I cannot see how time could stop at the edge of a singularity, because it could sit there for 1,000,000,000,000 years and not, it's still time. It's still time. So I've always loved space, and my Imaginist has came up with these questions or answers. I don't know if they're answers or if they're just questions. So I guess I would like to reach out to astrophysicists, anybody, that knows about this stuff and can enlighten me about this. I think it's fascinating as hell. I imagine you liked this video, so follow me and subscribe to my channel. Share with your friends and neighbors. I'm Dr. Imaginus, reminding you to always follow your imagination.